Good day, kings and queens. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how I cook my cassava leaf. Of course, I've got my mangi cube, I've got some goat meat, chicken, hot chicken, which some people call it boiler chicken. I've got cassava leaf over there. I've got three of it. Yes, I wanted to cook plenty. I've got some chili, okra, forgive my cold, I still got cold, and I got that chili. No, you all know that's the chili we use in Africa, so that's the one I got in the market today. So I've got some onions. I cook loads of onions, but I'm literally trying not to cook so much onion on camera. That's my hot chicken. I'll show you guys again. And I've got peanut butter, of course. I've got butter beans. I've got 3 cans of that because I'm cooking 3 packets of cassava leaf. And I've got salt, of course, guys, my mangi cube. I've got my mangi cube. So the seasoning that I had, the all purpose that I show you guys first, is for my fish. Yes, I love to season my fish. You can use your mangi cube to season your fish, but I just love using my fish, seasoning my fish with all purpose, because that all purpose is so nice. It tastes really good. So I've got my oven tray. I'm gonna season my meat, my goat meat, and my hot chicken. In this video I'm showing you guys how I put I do my hot chicken and meat in the oven. I'm not gonna boil them once. I'm gonna do them as an oven food. Shout out to my auntie Fear. She literally showed me how to do this when I went to London to her. She literally taught me how to put them thing in the oven, because I had no idea you can literally do it and cook so fast, and it was so fast. So I'm gonna mix them. Not normally I put aluminium foil on the tray, but I did not have it. You know, when you're a cook and then you also do hair, you use bleach, you use foil a lot. So I run out of it, so I'm just gonna use it on the tray. So I'm literally just gonna put the meat in the tray. I'm literally mixing them, but not mixing them all together. But you can mix them all together because it does not really matter. It's all going in there. So I just literally gonna put them there, and then put them in the oven. I've seasoned it, so it's well seasoned. You can just eat it after it's done in the oven. So it's not like you can't eat it. No, you can still eat it, and it's gonna be so soft and nice when it's finished. I'm gonna put it in the oven. I normally put it on high because, guys, I hate taking long in the kitchen. So I'm just gonna put that on high, high, and put it on fan. And then the meat water, I just put it on the fish. Guys, we're cooking this food. Everything is gonna go in the same pot, so I do not need to throw that water away. I'm gonna add a bit of seasoning on my fish, and then I will add water. In this video I'm going to add more water because that cassava leaf I need more water to steam. It's not like cooking something else that don't need more water. This one needs more water for it so that it can steam. So I added the water, and then I turned on the cooker and I left it to boil. Whilst that was boiling, I did not wait, guys. I get on to do some other stuff. As you can see, I clean my hand. I always do that, clean the place, because that just helps you. By the time you finish, there's nothing to do. If there's something, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 dishes. So I put the chili in my blender, and I'm going to cut the okra as well. I'm sorry, guys, I did not put the okra first. I literally put the onions and the chili. I blend them first, because the okra, you all know the okra is kind of slippery, you know. So I literally did that first and then blend it. After blending it, and I cut the okra, and then I put it in there, and then I got to blend the okra as well in the chili. So that's just me trying to fix my blender. I break it the last time, so I had to like walk around it to be able to fix it the way I want it. Oh, that blender has taken so long. It was a wedding gift from my husband's best friend on our wedding day, so it's kind of like one of those things that are just precious. So finish that, and I've had ogiri, guys. I forgot to show you guys. I did have ogiri. You can only use ogiri in your cassava leaf if you have it. Don't be like, oh, I don't have it, I'm not going to use it. Oh, because I don't have it, so I'm not meant to use it. If you have ogiri, go for it. Normally I don't cook ogiri in my cassava leaf because these things we have here is not as fresh as the ones in Africa. So having to add more ogiri in there makes the smell goes really bad sometimes. But in this case, I had the things really fresh. The cassava leaf was, everything was literally fresh. So I was like, why not put the ogiri? And that makes it so nice. It came out so nice. The smell was killing. My husband got to the house. He's like, babe, what's that? I'm like, it's cassava leaf. That's how beautiful and how the aroma was. It was good. It was good. So I'm just literally gonna cut that okra in that pepper and then blend it. The reason why I blend the chili and the onion before putting the okra in there to blend it, because the okra is quite slippery. Sometimes if you blend them, it depends on the type of blender you have. It will end up not blending the chili, but it will blend the pepper. But if you blend them, the pepper and the chili first, then you have potentials or chances that it's gonna blend. So I had 2 or 3 bowl of pepper that I was gonna use it. I was just gonna drop in the food as usual because my kids eat with me, so I don't have to cook too much pepper. So I'm just gonna blend it, as you can see. So I finished blending. I'm just gonna show you guys how it came out. Can you see how blended it is? It's really blend. I'm gonna get on to the butter beans. I'm gonna turn everything in that bowl just so I can rinse it. You all know the smell of beans. It's not a smell that is quite cute. It have that strong smell. Beans normally, those that cook beans know what I'm talking about. So because of that, it has been in that can for God know how long. So I'm just gonna wash it and then I put it down. So now it's time for me to check on my fish. It was already steamed, so I had the bowl and I took it out of the pot and I put it in the bowl. Guys, you can fry your fish. The reason why I like this, more especially when I don't have dry fish, is because that fish is going to replace that dry fish. It's going to be so nice in the cassava leaf. It's going to be like, or particularly any sauce that you're literally cooking, it's going to be like you're chewing on every chew that you chew, you're chewing on a meat. So that's the essence of that thing. So I'm just going to add the butter beans. Guys, this was a disappointment. I wanted to literally add the cassava leaf. Normally this is the time you have to add that cassava leaf. That's the Mende way of cooking. But unfortunately that cassava leaf was not grind. That cassava leaf was not grind, guys. It was quite a disappointment. I checked another one as well. It was not dry at all. So I literally had to blend that cassava leaf. Unfortunate part was that one of the cassava leaf was not well defrosed, so there was still ice in it. So for me to get that to be defrosed, I tried everything I could. It was a failure. So I ended up, you will see why I did to it. Everything is literally explanatory. So I'm just gonna put the cassava leaf in the blender. That's the defrosed one I'm talking about, guys. That was proper defrosed. I'm gonna add water in there just so it'll be easy for you to blend. Guys, this is where you have to be careful. Yes, you can use your blender to blend your cassava leaf, but you have to put water in it. Don't try doing it dry, because that thing knows how to spoil your blender. The next thing you think, or the next thing you smell, is the smell of your blender. It's gonna break your blender. That's the real deal about it. So I tried to put some of them, and then the icy one I could not get, so I put it down in water so that I can blend the others, and later on I did blend it as well. So when I finished blending it, I put it in the pot, because that was the only thing I was literally waiting for. So now in the pot we only have the butter beans in that pot. So the water was not enough while blending, so I added a little bit of water. You don't want your blender to spoil because of cassava leaf, guys. So I added my cassava leaf in the pot. You don't need to mix it if you don't want to. I only mixed it because of the water that I added, which I did not show. I cut it out because it was kind of like long. So I clean after that, because cassava leaf is a messy type of food. So I forgot to show you guys the palm oil I'm using. That's the palm oil I'm using. I've been using palm oil for so long. I bought it from my cousin in Sheffield. So if you want some palm oil, just link me up and I will link you up as well. You have a very beautiful palm oil. That palm oil is very good, has no smell. That's the hard fact about that palm oil. So I checked on my oven food, which was the meat and the chicken. It was done. So I took it out of the oven, but I did not show you guys. But you guys will end up seeing it anyway. So now the cassava leaf have been steamed. So we had a proper green cassava leaf. Now we have like a darker green. Let's say like a dark you say black, but it's not black, it's kind of a dark green. That's when you know your cassava leaf is steamed. So then you proceed by adding the peanut butter. Guys, you can add as little or as much peanut butter as you like, but I like peanut butter because this peanut butter is what's going to help make your cassava leaf loose. So you're gonna add as much or as little as you want. So I added half of that peanut butter. When I say half of it, does not mean like 50-50. No, I meant 90% of the peanut butter was in that pot. Remember, it was a 3-tie cassava leaf. If I add everything in that cassava leaf, it's going to be a pot full of cassava leaf. So I added 90% of that peanut butter in that pot. Can you see it? I show you guys. That's how much peanut butter I use. So I'm mixing it only because I used the spoon to remove the peanut butter and I needed that peanut butter to go out of that spoon a bit, which it did, but not all of it. So I tried to do that so that I can get it on there. But yeah, here we go. So I put it out and I cover it. So just so the peanut butter can steam as well. You need it to steam and a bit cook or whatever you call it. So I try to clean as well. I just start cleaning all over. So guys, as I'm showing you guys there, the fish, I've already removed the bone from it. I didn't show you guys because I didn't want this video to be too long. I removed all the bone. Now that's my mangi I'm using. I used two packets of non-mangi and then 3 packets of mangi cube, yeah, the star mangi. So the mangi I always cook is the chicken mangi, and then the star jumbo mangi, the smaller ones. Those are the ones I use. So I add a little bit of salt, obviously because this sauce is too much. I normally don't cook salt, but I'm trying to add salt just so I can show people how to cook, because I have some people that normally say, well, I cook it didn't come out as sweet as yours because they didn't add salt. So now after some few minutes, I think about 5 to 10 minutes, I came to add my palm oil. So the peanut butter has already been cooked, but it's still going to continue cooking anyway throughout the process. So I'm just mixing my palm oil so I get all the mixture. You know, the palm oil sometimes can be kind of like the red is on top of it. Just shake it if you have a bowl of container that needs you to shake it. But I did not have that kind of container, so I mixed it. I had some and I mixed it just so I can see the quantity of it. Even though you can tell quite if you are new to this thing like cooking or adding cooking palm oil, but I know. So I added a bit of it because that was not going to be enough for me. I don't want too much of oil, but it was not going to be enough as much as I wanted to be. So I added a little bit and I cover it. You need that oil to boil and steam. That oil have got a smell. Palm oil needs to be cooked. So I boil it, I leave it to cook around 10 to 15 minutes. That was cooking. So now it is the time to add your meat. As you can see, that was the oven meat I made. So you can boil your meat, you can fry your meat, just add it when you've done all the other process. That can be the last thing you add, just so the cassava leaf ingredients can go in it as well, can blend in it. So I'm adding it, and then when I finish adding it, I'm still going to add the okra and the chili that I blend. So the reason why I added them together because I wanted all of them to cook. I didn't want to add the meat and then come back and open it and add the okra and the blah blah blah. So I just add that, and then I mixed it just so I can mix them. You don't want to finish cooking, and then while you're eating or you're dishing, and then you find out that the okra was not mixed, or it's kind of like bulky in the food. It happens sometimes. Some people can testify that. So I'm literally just gonna mix it. That helps a lot. Guys, don't mind me. My face, I was not happy at all because my kids were like running up and down in that kitchen. My kids were running up and down. So literally when I said to them, go away, like I'm kind of like really, really upset. But yeah, they're kind of sweet because I'm literally gonna eat with them. But sometimes they're just like all over me when I'm in the kitchen, more especially when the dad is not around. So don't mind my face. Don't be like, why are you not happy? Yes, I'm not happy because I've got distractions. So I'm just gonna add the fish, the raw fish that I've removed from the bone, and then I slice some onion on it, So I'm going to add that as well. And then I'm going to cover that pot. Now, this is the last bit of the cassava leaf. Cover that pot. Clean whatever you want to clean or whatever. After 10 to 15 minutes, come back. That's voila. Your cassava leaf is done. Can you see that glow on that cassava leaf? Yes, food can have a glow. When the food is sweet, you see that glow on it. So can you see that glow? That cassava leaf was done. The smell of it. Can you see me smiling a bit? Even though can you see me looking at my son? I was literally looking at my son, but I was smiling because the smell of that cassava leaf was yummy. And my son said, look at me, look at my son said, It was quite funny, guys. So I'm literally just gonna mix it only because when you cook cassava leaf here, it's gonna stay on the pot a lot. So mixing it through under the pot just helps it not to be too much on the pot. I don't know if you understand what I mean. We call it krawo. The krawo is done roku. So I was doing that. I was boiling my rice. You all know I like my rice. So this cassava leaf, you can eat it pounded, yam, anything. This is nice. Can you see my cassava leaf? Can you see that glow of it? Can you see the palm oil? It was just what I wanted. It's not that much. It's not that less. It's just the amount of palm oil that I wanted. So now I've dished food for me and my son. Yes, my kids eat my country food a lot. That's like their favorite food. So I've dished some. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to dish for the camera, but sometimes I can add more food. Those that knows me knows I eat. I like eating. Yeah. So I'm just gonna add my sauce. As you can see, it's self-explanatory. That cassava leaf was proper nice. This is a Mende way of cooking. You can cook it any way that you know how to cook it, but this is the proper Mende way of cooking. And if you go this way, guys, you're going to have that beautiful cassava leaf. No smell. The smell is going to be fantastic. You're not going to be having that kind of awkward smell. So let's not forget, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell for more videos so that you'll be notified anytime I come on. On this channel, we're just going to do whatever Fanta does in her life or whatever Fanta loves doing. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.